stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Morning. Nope, still morning. Got a half hour left of morning. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Good. I have no, I have a sponsee. Other than that, doing all right today. Still, I'm tired of being the bigger person. Tired of people being fucking petty. I live a different life than a lot of other people, and because of that life, it could be very lonely. There's not a lot of people that tend to think like me. And, it is not okay to take your anger out on somebody else. And if you plan on using me for it, then you can just go away, because I'm not going to play the game. And I don't have time for this shit. Actually, I got plenty of time for it, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm tired of people thinking they fucking know me and go after my reputation. If you do that shit, then fuck off. I'm just tired of it. And it makes me not want to accumulate friends. It makes me not want to help people. It makes me want to just shut it all down and say, fuck it, good luck then. Like I'm something special. See, that's what goes through my mind. Yeah, like anybody's gonna care if you disappear. It's hard to get out of this stuff, especially when it's being done to you. Now, I'm pretty upset with God right now. Why is he wasting my fucking time? So, we're talking 4-step. We're going to be in a 12 by 12 today. We're going to be talking about unreasonable instincts. I'm thinking this might help me out a little bit. Maybe I'll be able to see things a little bit more clear. And there's going to be some letting go. Because I'm not going to spend my day thinking about how people do me wrong. Well, I might, but I'm going to do my best not to. So, let's get some talking juice going. Like I got the big book something thing going on. I don't feel like doing it either. I do not feel like doing anything for God. Yeah, I know. And I'm going to let everybody know that I do appreciate the encouragement, but it's been months. It's been months. I've done everything that I can. I've done what everybody else does. I've done it right. And yet nobody fucking shows up. And I'm not talking about online. This is supposed to be an in-person meeting. and there were more people, but because people are fucking petty, because they want to fucking lie and point fingers, you know, if you're going to use me as your source of anger, I just, wow. Don't tell me you did the steps and then do that kind of stuff. Don't fucking tell me that. All right. Nor is the quest for security always expressed in terms of money. How frequently we see a frightened human being determined to depend completely upon a stronger person for guidance and protection. This weak one, failing to meet life's responsibilities with his own resources, never grows up. Disillusionment and helplessness are his lot. In all times, his protectors either flee or die, and he is once more left alone and afraid. Now, I know this one because this is PTSD. This is PTSD to me, for me, okay? The thing is I no longer, I don't do this to other people. There's nobody in this world that I rely totally on. No. That would be unfair. Okay? Let's my wife used to be she used to do a lot for me, and I had to start taking this stuff over, man. These are things that I need to be doing for myself. Okay? Everyday things, laundry, dishes, making sure the house is clean. You know, I like to use everyday stuff. Hi, Patricia. We have also seen men and women who go power mad. Did I say hi, Patricia? I did. Who devote themselves to attempting to rule their fellows. This is what I'm seeing a lot of. Preaching. Telling people what to do. You know, there's so much fucking advice on the internet. It's ridiculous. And it's advice. Okay? And there's nothing really wrong with advice. You're the one that gets to choose whether you're going to follow it or not. You're the one that makes the decision whether it's good or not. Okay? So, with me, I'm going to let you know if you demand something from me, my first instinct is to not give it to you. Because you're demanding it and you can forget it. I don't do demands. I will do requests, but I will not do a demand. Okay? If you put me in a situation where I need to make a choice, I'm going to give you the choice that you don't want. That's the choice I'm going to make. Every time. I'm going to make the choice you don't want. That's a welcome to my boundary. I will not do a demand. Now, when people demand things of you, how do you get? Do you get defiant? Yeah, you do. So why should they not act that way? You bet I'm going to get defiant. I'm going to protect myself. Right? These people often throw to the winds every chance for legitimate security and a happy family. Whenever a human being becomes a battleground for instincts, there can be no peace. What is that battleground for instincts? Well, popularity. Look at me. Look at me. There are some people that can't go through this world unless somebody has seen how high they can jump that day. I'm not kidding. It sounds very 5 years old because it is. Okay. remember when I started drinking, I was 13, which means I was 13 years old mentally or emotionally for a good portion of my life. And if you think you're going to grow up that quickly, you're wrong. So it's not going to happen that way. Just wondering why I got a dong. Getting donged. Getting all sorts of stuff. But that is not all the danger. Every time a person imposes instincts unreasonably upon others, unhappiness follows. Okay, this is going to be for a couple of things. It's usually attention. It might be money. Money, sex, attention. What are we doing? What is going on? There's a big hole in your stomach and you're trying to fill it up with something. We took away your best friend and now there's a hole in your stomach. You're grieving. Grieve. Take it easy. Be nice to yourself. Do something different. Quit worrying about everybody else and what it is that they're doing. Keep your side of the street clean, period. Okay? Other people do not make me feel better. I make that choice. I make that choice on whether I'm going to feel better or not. And I can start my day over anytime I want. Okay? What is going to be our biggest indicator here? Frustration and anger. Self-pity. Self-pity is going to be one of them. Okay? Well, yeah, we help other people. That's exactly how we fill the hole. It's the only way to do it. Giving away what was freely given to you. It's the only way to fill it. Yeah. In the pursuit of wealth, if the pursuit of wealth tramples upon people who happen to be in the way, then anger, jealousy, and revenge are likely to be aroused. Okay, those people are the people that are running around taking all of our abatement money and everything else and turning it into something crappy. And there's nothing I can do about it. I tried. It's where one of my frustration lies. I don't understand why God puts hundreds of people in front of somebody who's killing other people and leaves me desolate. I'll get it. I don't understand it. I find it unfair. I do. It hurts. I don't like being treated. Here's the thing. I hate being treated different, but I'm always treated different. It doesn't matter the situation. I'm always treated different. And it's always the littlest thing. I always miss, by this much. Everybody else got it, but they didn't say anything to Dion, so he didn't get it. Happens to me all the time. When it comes to the serious things, people don't think of me. This is how I feel. We love Dion, but we like him confined over here because sometimes I don't want my other friends to know that I listen to Dion. That's how I feel sometimes. Nobody really shares my stuff. I'm not popular. If sex runs riot, see, it's either going to be money or sex. or attention. Attention's the other one. Okay. There is a similar uproar. Demands made upon other people for too much attention, protection, and love can only invite domination or revulsion in the protectors themselves. Two emotions quite as unhealthy as the demands which evoke them. When an individual's desire for prestige becomes uncontrollable, whether it is in the sewing circle or at the international conference table, other people suffer and often revolt. Yeah. The collision of instincts can produce anything from a cold snub to a blazing revolution. In these ways, we are set in conflict not only with ourselves, but with the people who have instincts too. And everybody has instincts. And all these strivings for more and more and more and more. I want more. I want more. If I had this, I would be happy. If I had that, I would be happy. Did you ever see the movie The Jerk? And he's walking out at the end, and now he's broke, and he's taking stuff with him. There's this lamp. That's all I need is this lamp. And I don't need anything else. And this letter opener. I need this lamp. I need this letter opener. And that's all that's us. But it doesn't end. And once we get started in that self-pity, once a resentment has come back, it's just like missing a meeting for a day. It's so much angry. It's so much easier to get angry the second time because you have now justified it in your head that somebody did something to you. So therefore, you have a right to be miserable and make everybody around you miserable also. That's what's going on. Stay away from me. I don't want it. Alcoholics especially should be able to see that instincts run wild in themselves is the underlying cause of their destructive drinking. If we go back to this stuff, we will go back to drinking eventually. It will give way to some stupid, lame excuse. And it'll be exactly that. It'll be a fucking excuse. And I know this because I've been there. I know what it looks like. I stopped going to meetings. I started to get angry. I went back out and I destroyed. I did. Oh my God, did I destroy? There was a part of me that loved it. That's scary. There's a part of me that still kind of likes it. Got to be honest with ourselves, man. There's a part of me that loves it when karma gets somebody. When I get revenge, when I feel justice. I still feel those, you bet. I don't like them. I find them intrusive because I don't want to think that way. But it does happen. Why am I telling you this? Because I know you go through it too, and I don't want you to feel alone. These are the little dark hidden secrets we try and keep and think that nobody else is going to know. I go through them too. I can't help it. I'm an alcoholic. Some of the shit that goes through my head is fucked up. And it usually has to do with my attitude. My attitude towards other people. Yeah. Hi, Ingrid. It is nice to come on here today and see all my friends. Thank you. Thank you, God. I needed that today. I've been playing anti-God songs all morning because that's how I tell them I'm mad at him. I tell you something that just because I'm upset with God, it doesn't. I do still not want to. I don't want to go do the AA meetings anymore. I don't feel supported. I don't, Anyway, I've kind of covered all that. I think I'm done with that today. Um, because here's the thing: I can stick in that, or I can think about what I can do to make it better, and I do have some ideas. So, Sasa, oh, so good to see you. Good to see you. Now all of my friends are here. Sasa just told her story. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. We had a great time talking, and we've been getting to know each other too. I appreciate slow moving, getting to know people relationships. Those are the ones that I enjoy. I like taking my time getting to know people. All right. So kind of catch up everybody up. We've been talking about how some of our material and sexual instincts will drive us to dominate other people, right? Um oh, thanks. Uh Now we alcoholics are extremists when it comes to our emotions. So this is going to be like is happiness the point? Because it's not. Happiness is not the goal. Happiness is a dividend from the goal being achieved, or walking the goal and going through arduous things during the day. And what we're striving for is balance. Balance. I don't want to be too happy. I don't want to be too sad. Because when this boy gets excited, it's party time in my head. I have 8 years, man. It's still party time in my head. Okay, I have to be more on point when I'm excited than when I'm depressed. Somebody dies in my life, oh, I stick through it. But it becomes 80 degrees out, like today, it's going to be nice, and it's Friday, and it's payday. I know. I already know that we're going to lose some people today. I already know it. Just because of that. All right. Alcoholics especially should be able to see the instinct run wild in themselves as the underlying cause of their destructive drinking. We have drunk to drown feelings of fear, frustration, and depression. We have drunk to escape the guilt of passions, and we drunk again to make more passions possible. We have drunk for vainglory, that we might the more enjoy foolish dreams of pomp and power. This perverse soul sickness is not pleasant to look upon. Instincts on rampage balk at investigation. The minute we make a serious attempt to probe them, we are liable to suffer severe reactions. In other words, you poke the bear, an alcoholic doesn't like being told what to do. That's why friends and family members and doctors, they find it hard to approach us. Number one, and this is all humans. We take out, when we're upset, when we're mad, we take it out on the people we love the most first. Like our moms, our dads, our brothers, our sisters. Why? Because they can't go anywhere. They're stuck with you. Okay? That's why. And every human being does this. Now that's a normal human. Now let's take an extremist alcoholic with alcohol. It's bound to make and living with an alcoholic's got to make anybody neurotic. Okay, and this is where it becomes a family disease. Because nobody's instincts are getting taken care of, because I don't know how to appropriately apply them yet. Here's the problem. I didn't know how to love correctly. I didn't. I had to learn how to love appropriately to every situation. And it worked. If temperamentally we are on the depressive side, we're apt to be swamped with guilt and self-loathing. This one's me. Okay. Now, alcohol is a depressant. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be depressed, at least for a little bit, up to 6 months. If you're still depressed after 6 months, please reach out to your primary care physician. Something else is going on. Okay? Yeah. But alcohol is a depressant, so plan on being depressed for a little bit. But that's it. We wallow in a messy bog, often getting a mishap and painful pleasure out of it. If you went through what I went through, you would drink too. If you had the life that I had, and this lamp, and that's all I need, this lamp, you gotta watch The Jerk, okay? But if you're easily, unless you're easily hurt, then don't watch it, okay? But it's hilarious. It's hilarious, man. All right. As we morbidly pursue this melancholy activity, I pursued it. In other words, I made up problems. We may sink into such a point of despair that nothing but oblivion looks possible as a solution. Here, of course, we have lost all perspective and therefore all genuine humility, for this is pride in reverse. This is not a moral inventory at all. It is the very process by which depression has often led to the bottle and extinction. It's the hard part. It's hard to talk about, okay? But one thing that you're going to deal with here is death. Yeah, there's a lot of suicide, okay? We're going to do everything that we can. We're going to do everything that we can, but sometimes you're going to feel your own inadequacy. You're going to feel it. And you're going to say to yourself, I think I could have done more. You're going to put it on yourself, and you know better. You know that you did everything that you could. So don't do that to yourself. Don't. I go through it too. Okay? But it is a part of what we deal with here. Okay? You're going to lose friends to death. It's okay. It's okay. You're going to meet them again. You are. You're going to meet them again. They're not gone. I came in here this morning and I could smell my dog. She's been gone 2 months. She ain't gone. She's right here doing daily reflection with me like she did every day for 5 years. These people are not gone. Okay. Now, I want you to hear this extreme, right? Because we in addiction think we're either the shit or a piece of shit, when really we're neither. We're not crap. God don't make no junk. God don't make no junk, man. Yeah. Michelle just dealt with a dear person in her life was murdered by her ex-husband. I can almost guarantee that alcohol or drugs was involved. 95% of violent crimes have to do with drugs and alcohol. If, however, our natural disposition is inclined to self-righteous or grandiosity, our reaction will be just the opposite. We will be offended at AA's suggested inventory. Who do you think you are talking to me like that? I'll tell you who I am. I'm a recovered alcoholic, and I ruined drinking careers. So you can't get around me. You can't get around. Your bullshit ain't gonna work on me. That they know that too. You ever been 12-step and know that your bullshit's up? You know, you remember that part when you knew the bullshit was over. You were sitting across from somebody and you knew if you lied, they would know. You knew it. So you didn't do it. That's accountability. So you better thank that person because that person is spiritually fit. No doubt we shall point with pride to the good lives we thought we led before the bottle cut us down. We shall claim that our serious character defects, if we think we have any at all, have been caused chiefly by excessive drinking. Absolutely, Patricia. Good to see you. Yeah, I kind of figured people were leaving for the noon meeting, so I'm doing this and then wrapping it up. That being so, we think it logically follows sobriety, first, last, and all the time. It is the only thing we need to work for. We believe that our one-time good characters will be revived the moment we quit alcohol. If we were pretty nice people all along, except for our drinking, what need is there for a moral inventory now that we are sober? I don't mean to brag, but I don't need alcohol in me to be an asshole. I don't need that. See, it isn't the alcohol. I have a spiritual malady. If I don't take care of my spiritual malady, that's where I'm in trouble. That's where I would be in trouble. All right. Get to your noon meetings. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I love you. Peace out and have a day.